You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan. How are you guys all doing? Got the chat open. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So whenever we get over 150 likes, yesterday we got 190 likes or 180 likes. So thank you very much. I got a trade for you guys today. Guys, my name is Jonathan Rose. I get on here live every day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time, to share my thoughts. Whenever we get over 150 likes, I'm going to always share a trade of the day. I've done nothing but trade my entire career. When volatility increases, that's where I get most. Whoa, JR's live. Not uncomfortable. That's when I get the most comfortable. And right now, volatility is rising. That's when people get nervous. So I'm going to walk you through the charts. I'm going to walk you through some examples of we're going to be okay. This is all going to settle down. Risk is going to calm down. The market's going to rally. We're going to be okay. Let's go to the screen. I got the chat open. Thank you guys all for joining. Let's have some fun. All right, I'm going to start right here just to celebrate with you guys. 181 likes. We had a little bit of we calmed down with the likes a little bit, but we are right back there, guys. So I got a trade for you guys today. Make sure you give a like. Whenever we get over 150 likes, we will always share a trade of the day. Maria, hey, I would really like to try your service. Maria, I would try the challenge. Can someone, Chris Warder, can you share the challenge link in? Because the challenge you can do, it's under $100, and then you can see if it works out for you. I know many of you guys have been burned before, but I got to tell you, the difference with me, and I'll say this from my standpoint, but because we have a community, it's not a one-way conversation. And so, Maria, in the past, the service that you've been involved, it hasn't been a two-way conversation. So there was a really cool thing this morning, and I'll just show you. Maybe it's up here. It was in Divergence, I think. Yeah, so Becky, just thank you for making me feel welcome, even though I can't figure out. You are a gift. And then Navi has been with me for a while. This is like taking a graduate school level course in finance. If you're having trouble keeping up, do the best you can to take notes. I know it took me 3 months to just understand. So that's the major difference, guys. That is the major difference, in that you guys have a voice. So I'm not just sharing trades over email and you can't talk to anybody. We're sharing trades, and then we have a community that we can discuss these trades and go back and forth. So Maria, great question. But the main difference is you have access to us all throughout the day. So let's get into the presentation, because the VIX curve, it just went kinky. And when the VIX curve goes kinky, it's something that we have to be a little bit attentive to. So what does that mean? Well, this is a VIX curve without any kinks, but now we're all kinked up. When we get kinky, we get bearish, because it's just risk. This is just risk over all these different days. It's just risk. 9-day risk, 23-day risk, 30-day risk. Here is the VIX curve every single day. 1107, boom, 16. That is a normalized VIX curve. It's normal. Lower, higher, higher, higher. Well, here we start to get a little funky. 30 days, 37 days are the same. 23 days, it's pretty much the same. These are the same. So we don't want to see that. We want to see nice shape in order for the market to rally. Now, in our community, we have a community that we're talking all the time. This is our expected move. Expected move, the VIX stays within its expected move 75% of the time. Well, look what happened here, guys. Right down to the bottom of its expected move, and then the VIX pops. That's not too surprising, right? We've seen this before. The VIX closes within its expected move 75% of the time. 11.6. I put this in our Discord. Guys, we should hold off buying deltas until that VIX 1 year settles down. The VIX 1 year was spiking, right? Same thing. Use 2420 as your line in the sand. Well, if we take it back there, this is 11.6. This is when risk start, like this is risky. This is not risky, right? This is risky. This is not risky. So we have our line in the sand that we're using in our Discord, just saying, hey, draw one line and figure out under, bullish, over, maybe bearish. The next chart. Here's a chart of the VVIX. The VVIX is the VIX of the VIX. Here's our conversation in our Discord yesterday. VVIX 110. Watch the VVIX. Last trade 105.34. Anything lower and this market will rally. This was yesterday, guys. Anything higher and this market, it's not going to rally. So even though, and someone called me out in Discord, they said, hey, JR, 2 weeks ago, you said bullish, bullish, bullish. Well, yeah, but the market's going to do what the market's going to do. I'm not just sitting here with my arms folded when the VVIX, which right now is the most sensitive indicator that we need to watch for further movement. When we break it down to, hey guys, one level, 105.34, whenever this rallies, the QQQs, the SPY, the Russell are going to fall. That is the absolute key, and that's what we are watching. Let's turn on VVIX right now. Yeah, Kim, we talked about the line in the sand. Also, at the same time, that line was with the VVIX as well. That 110 was right here. I believe you can see the influence of that number getting under. Now, guys, actually, it's really bullish. I'm telling you, the move throughout today is very, very bullish. So yesterday, where did we trade down to? We traded down to the weekly low. Yesterday, look, the low of last week was 598. The low of this week, 597. 610 is your line in the sand, guys. 610. Get over 610, bullish. Look at the VVIX coming out of the market. Volatility is slowly coming out of the market now. 30 days. Let's look on a 10-minute. This is what you need. Those who are trading throughout the day, you got your VVIX at 110 and your Qs at 110. That's your line. Anything under that is bullish. Bullish Qs. Anything over that is bearish. This is what I want you to do. Yeah, simplify everything. Don't fall in love with those technical analysis charts to try to figure out where the market's going. Instead, just pick these little lines in the sand. They'll really help you. And that's what we've been doing in our Discord community. All right. I owe you guys a trade. You guys ready for a trade? Let's do it. Hey, Joe, where does that number come from? Well, the 110 in the Qs was the weekly lows. That was, I'll show you exactly. Just looking at the QQQs, guys, before I open up and share the trade. So where are these numbers coming from? Daily, right? This daily high and low, the high is 110. The low before that was, 610. The high is 610. That's this number right here, 611. All these are 611. So 610, and then we're also, I just translated 610 into a level in the VIX that we could watch. Joe, hopefully that makes sense. And again, we're in our Discord throughout the day talking about these key levels. Okay, let's talk trades. Here's a trade that we did, ticker symbol grind. It's grinder. We entered this trade on 10/16, and then we got out of this trade at 11:07, and we made 100% on this trade. Well, why did we get out? Well, first of all, we rallied up to its expected move and sold off. Whoever missed getting out, it rallied up to the expected move again, and that's where we got out of our position. Well, I'm a huge believer whenever you have a really good trade and then the market tanks, everything has a beta of 1. So grind is just falling because the market's falling, right? Things are just following one another. So I like this same exact trade. I was going to share this in our all access, but since you guys were so generous with your thumbs up, this one's for everybody. So here's what I like. We originally did the 13s, right? We already did them for $1.40, and then we sold them for $2.79. Last trade $1.80. If you can do these again for under $2, love. I love the trade. The market's giving us this trade right back. Now, liquidity might not be great for this one. So rather than everybody fighting, trying to get into this name, here's something else that you guys can look at. Lithium, guys. I am bullish. Lithium. SGML is another name. Very, very bullish. And you can get better liquidity in SGML. So maybe you guys will do the 7s out in January. 63 days. And right now, lithium in fuego. Lithium is ripping. So I had 2 trades for you. Grind I like, but looking at it, the liquidity is not great. Let's not pay over $2 for these. And better off, if you want another choice, SGML. Getting over a 7, let's not pay over $1 for those 7s. But that's what I got for you guys. And that's for a big thanks for all those likes. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate you guys joining me every day. Make sure you go and check out investorplace.com/profit surge 2025. Everybody in all access, you guys hang tight. We'll be right back. What am I doing? Thanks so much for watching.
Join us every weekday at live.mastersintrading.com.
Hey guys. Whoa. What was that? Hopping back on for all access. Gonna screen share. I have a little bit of an echo. Telvin, can you hop on for my echo? Oh, my echo's gone.